guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to go over a really quick article that's definitely going to put a smile on your faces, especially all you guys out there that have been divorced and been hammered in the divorce process. Title: Cheating Wife Loses All Benefits, including Husband's Pension, Assets in Divorce. And guys, this article is coming from the country South Africa. And long story short, you're going to see is that this wife tried to divorce her husband and try to take him to the cleaners, thinking that just like pretty much anywhere else, she could have it. The thing is, she was cheating on him left and right, leaving him, leaving the kids, abandoning him, all that, doing all these awful things. And take a while, guess what she does for a living? She is a nurse. And you know the stereotype there. And you're going to see when she tries to win this battle in the divorce and all, and win all these things that she wasn't entitled to, she's in for a very big surprise. And you guys are really going to enjoy this. And so again, for all you guys out there that have been burned or know people that have, this will put a smile on your face and show maybe there's actually hope out there for guys. So it starts off, it says here, a now divorced woman has discovered that if you cheat on your spouse, you lose. The court ruled that she would forfeit half of her husband's pension money because she left him and the children for other men. The woman, who cannot be identified as the matter involves a divorce action, went to the Gauteng High Court in Pretoria. I don't know how the hell you pronounce that, I'm doing my best. Pretoria, which is South Africa, to divorce her husband. She also asked that half of her husband's pension be paid to her. What a piece of you-know-what. Cheating on him left and right, cheating on the kids, abandoning them, and she feels entitled to not only half the assets but half his pension, but that's what these a-holes think that they deserve. The husband in turn said that his cheating wife should not be given a cent, and that half of his government pension fund to which a spouse married in a community of property is usually entitled should be forfeited due to her conduct over the years. The couple got married in 2009, but the husband said the relationship soured over the years, as his wife simply left her home, sometimes for months on end, without telling him where she was going. Good Lord. Abandoning him, abandoning the kids, and this is not like they were married last week. They've been married since 2009, so we're looking at 13 years of marriage. Shortly after their marriage, she enrolled at a nursing school where she stayed. She, however, refused to tell him where the nursing school was. This is nuts. I literally think this is one of these deals where she conned him into marrying her, and the second that ring was on her finger, she figured the law was on her side, and she, boom, could act in any way she wanted. The husband eventually called a family meeting where he said that she did not take care of him and the kids. The wife was reprimanded, but things did not improve. The husband told the court that his wife was fetched by an unknown man in the mornings, and when he asked where she was going, she simply said, "I told you where I'm going." I don't know how or why this guy stayed with her this long. I mean, unless he felt like he was truly just screwed. I don't know. He said once she only returned home on 3 occasions during an entire year. When she eventually returned, she came home with a baby. When he asked her whose child it was, she replied, "It's none of your business. But, you're going to pay for it." The husband, a teacher, said his patience ran out and he could no longer live with his wife, who did not take care of him and the kids. The wife, on the other hand, told the court that she became distant as her husband refused for a year to have sex with her. Well, gee, A, you couldn't blame him, and B, she's never around anyway. Asked about this, the husband told Judge David such and such that this was true. He did not want to have with her because she was having affairs with other men. Translation: A, he didn't want to catch anything. And notice he said men, not man, men. He didn't want to potentially catch anything. He was disgusted by her, turned off, heartbroken, whatever. The judge said the wife had abandoned her husband and children for greener pastures, and the husband was left behind to take care of the household while building up his assets, including his pension fund. It says here, the infidelity of the plaintiff, the wife, and her conduct amounts to substantial misconduct as referred to in the Divorce Act. The judge said he ordered that she had to forfeit all benefits, including her husband's pension and the assets he built up over the years. The end. So guys, like I said, very quick one, but I thought it'd be a very good one to share. I thought it was good news here. Sadly, this is rare. Sadly, a guy can do everything right for years, and he's going to get really screwed over. I mean, you've heard countless stories I've done on this, but good for that guy. But still, the question for me is how and why he stayed with her all those years. Obviously for the kids, and I'm guessing this guy was obviously a typical nice guy and blue pill guy and all that, but he's free, and she doesn't get a cent. Now, I have no idea what she looks like because there's no pictures or anything like that, but if she is remotely still good looking, she'll just find some other sucker to shack up with, and that poor bastard will be the victim. But at least here, justice is served a little bit, and hopefully, I'd love to know who this judge was, because usually, you know how the judges rule. Maybe he's a guy that saw too many guys get screwed over. Maybe he got screwed over himself. I don't know what, but I think it's pretty cool. And hopefully more of this can spread out there, because this is why so many guys out there, one of many reasons men are backing away from marriage, even relationships, because they see how badly they get royally raked over the coals. I mean, how would anybody in their right mind enter in marriage nowadays when they could do everything right? Everything right, be good to her and everything, and she can go cheat with every dude in town, have somebody else's baby, and still, he's on the hook. He's on the hook for paying her alimony or child support, or she gets half the assets. But even if it can be proven that guy is somebody else's baby, in some states, depending on where you live, he's paying for that kid, right? Why would anybody in their right mind do that? Okay, so if there's a lot of complaints out there that men don't want to get married anymore and men don't want to do relationships, this is why. And if there's ever a chance for things being repaired, is that it's a more fair system for the men out there. And I hope what I do here just contributes a little bit to help that out. But in the meantime, my main job is protecting guys out there, providing all these crazy stories, whether they're found online, stories that you guys share, articles, helping guys to be aware of the big picture, to be aware of reality, so these things don't happen to them. Because that is just a shame. And I've known dudes, as I'm sure many of you guys have known dudes, that have been royally screwed over. And can they turn their lives around afterwards? Yes. But my God, if you're working for 20 years, busting your butt, building wealth, and you got to give half away to some lying, cheating piece of something, wife, who ruined it all, that's a major blow, regardless if you can start over again. But I think a common thing in this channel is that guys can start over. Guys can turn things around. And there's a point that's worth it. If you find out she's cheating, doing awful things like in this story here, better just to cut ties and move on. Even if you have to live on your freaking best friend's couch for a while or live in a studio apartment, you can start over and rebuild. Because men, we're resilient. Men are strong. We can turn shit around. We can live dirt cheap if necessary and rebuild, you know? And a lot of guys end up staying in a bad situation like this for the kids. They don't want to break up the family. They don't want the kids to hurt seeing mom and dad apart. But at the end of the day, the kids know darn well mom and dad hate each other's guts. There's no respect, no love there. And those kids, it is very likely will end up in marriages just like that. So for any guys out there that are watching this or watch me regularly and you're in a bad marriage and it's just there's no love, no respect, I'm telling you now, your kids know. It is better you can start over, okay? It may take a while. You'll take a hit. Your heart will be broken. Egos will be hurt. You'll be really pissed at the system because you get half your shit taken and amongst many other things, but you can start over. And this guy, thank the Lord, this judge ruled in his favor and she isn't getting a dime and he can start over. But if this guy married this type of gal and he's with her this long, he needs to work on himself so this doesn't happen again. But anyhow, guys, a quick one. I thought would be a good one here to share and a quick little pep talk at the end. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. And as I say all the time, guys, you come across a really good story or article you'd like to share, by all means, email it to me, strongsuccessfulmale@gmail.com. Just give me some time to get to it, and I will eventually down the road. As time's going on, I'm getting more and more stories and articles on, which is awesome, and I appreciate that. But A, it takes me a while to get to them, and B, I really have to be selective for the best ones because your time is valuable, so I want to provide you with really entertaining and good content here. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.